Hey everyone, it's Your Name here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of cybersecurity with a topic that's close to my heart: systems hardening. You know how much I love building and tweaking systems, but what's the point of all that if it's not secure? In today's digital landscape, keeping your system safe from those pesky cyber threats is absolutely crucial. This video is like a crash course, inspired by a guide from our friends over at AWS, on why system hardening matters, the tricks you can use to lock things down, and the tools that'll make you feel like a digital security pro. Let's get started. Alright, let's break it down. What exactly is systems hardening? Imagine you have this awesome computer system, right? It's got all the bells and whistles, but it's also got these little cracks and openings that hackers just love to exploit. Systems hardening is like putting on a suit of armor, sealing up those vulnerabilities and making it way harder for the bad guys to get in. We're talking about disabling unnecessary services, patching up those security holes, and setting up some serious security controls. Now you might be thinking, is all this really necessary? And the answer is a resounding yes. Systems hardening is like the foundation of a secure digital life. It's not just about protecting your data, it's about protecting your privacy, your reputation, and even your sanity. Think about it. Every device you connect, every service you use, it's all a potential entry point for attackers. That's why hardening your systems is so important. It's about minimizing your attack surface, making it way harder for those digital bad guys to find a way in. So, how do we actually go about hardening our systems? Well, there are a few key techniques that everyone should know. First up, we've got to disable those unnecessary services. It's like locking your car doors. Why leave them unlocked if you're not using them? Next, we've got to patch. Software updates aren't just about getting the latest features, they're often about fixing security holes that hackers could exploit. And finally, we need to talk about group policies. These are like the rules of the road for your computer systems, making sure everyone's following the same security protocols. Chapter 4. Hardening Linux Systems. Now for all you Linux lovers out there, you know that even open source systems need some love when it comes to security. Out of the box, Linux systems aren't exactly Fort Knox. You've got to roll up your sleeves and do some tweaking. One of the first things you can do is deactivate any unused services. Think of it like turning off the lights when you leave a room. Saves energy, and reduces the risk of someone sneaking in through an open window. And don't even get me started on preventing services from starting automatically at startup. It's like having a security guard at the door, checking IDs before letting anyone in. Chapter 5. Importance of patching. Now let's talk about patching. I know it can be a pain, but trust me, it's way less painful than dealing with a security breach. Think of patches like software superheroes, swooping in to fix those nasty vulnerabilities that hackers love to exploit. Regularly patching your systems is like having a whole team of these superheroes on call, ready to defend your digital fortress 24/7. And the best part? In the AWS cloud, you can automate the whole process with Patch Manager. It's like having a robot sidekick that takes care of all the boring security stuff for you. Chapter 6. Server Hardening Recommendations. Alright, let's talk servers. These guys are the backbone of the internet, so keeping them secure is mission critical. First things first, we've got to lock down physical access. No more strangers wandering into the server room. Next up, encryption is our best friend. It's like putting all your sensitive data in a vault that only you have the key to. And of course, we need to talk about administrative access. This is like the keys to the kingdom, so we only want to give them to people we really trust. Chapter 7. Mobile Device Management. Okay, we've talked about computers and servers, but what about those pocket-sized computers we call smartphones? Mobile Device Management, or MDM, is all about making sure those devices are secure, even when they're out in the wild. Think about it. Your employees are using their phones for work emails, accessing company data, and maybe even connecting to the company Wi-Fi. MDM solutions are like having a security detail for your mobile devices, enforcing policies and making sure everything stays locked down tight. Now, for all the tech we talk about, sometimes the weakest link in the security chain is us, humans. That's why training and education are so important. You can have the most secure systems in the world, but if your employees are clicking on phishing links and falling for social engineering scams, It's all for nothing. Train your employees on security best practices, teach them how to spot a phishing email, and make sure they know how to report suspicious activity. Now, if you're looking for some serious firepower in your cybersecurity arsenal, AWS has got you covered. They've got a whole suite of tools designed to make system hardening a breeze. First up, we've got Amazon Guard Duty, which is like having a digital detective constantly monitoring your AWS environment for any signs of trouble. Then there's AWS Trusted Advisor, your personal security consultant, offering up advice and best practices to keep your systems safe and sound. Alright, let's recap what we've learned today. Systems hardening is all about reducing those vulnerabilities and minimizing your risk of getting hacked. We talked about some key techniques like disabling unnecessary services, patching up those security holes, and setting up some strong group policies. And of course, we couldn't forget about all the awesome tools that AWS offers to help you along the way. So there you have it, folks. By following these system hardening techniques, you're well on your way to building a digital fortress that's practically impenetrable. Remember, a secure system is the bedrock of a secure organization. Thanks for tuning in and stay secure out there. And hey, if you want to learn even more about system security, be sure to check out the full guide by AWS and hit that subscribe button for more cybersecurity goodness. Until next time.